built the house in 1972 and I've lived here continuously since then.
My relationship with Ray stretches back for probably close to 20 years. We work together at the Knox Environment Society Indigenous Plant Nursery as volunteers.
And I soon learnt the difference between Australian native vegetation and Indigenous vegetation, and now I plant only Indigenous vegetation.
He's very energetic, he knows what he wants.
I didn't set out to become an environmental volunteer. It's a gradual process. Living in a bush block, of course, gave me the right atmosphere to think about safeguarding the bush.
Things that he was involved in, getting council to identify the value of Old Joe's Creek, that led to some study being done that identified the value of the private properties, and I guess a real question about how do we get residents to appreciate the value and educate them and get a real passion about looking after that vegetation. That led to the Gardens for Wildlife program, and Ray, as a consistent person who has been involved in all of those, it's a real theme that he's followed on that journey over 20 years.
Ray's always there, always ready to go, and he'd put a lot of younger people to shame.
I'm 85, but I can still clamber up the Chandler's Hill.
Look, Ray's contribution to this area, the Old Joe's Creek area, has just been outstanding. Getting the Friends group going, but also him personally removing literally thousands of weeds, planting trees, working with the residents to raise their level of awareness in terms of remnant vegetation.
I guess it's just showing what one person can do on a local level. When you look at Ray's block or Ray's backyard, it's almost pristine.
Well, having spent 43 years maintaining it, I've taken steps to ensure that the remnant bush on the block remains remnant bush.
For somebody to spend virtually their life work preserving the integrity of this bushland, and working down in Old Joe's Creek and up Chandler Hill doing exactly the same thing and going back week after week and returning to the same spot, that legacy will be felt for a long, long time.
When I die, the classification of the block will be changed from residential to environment, and block will in essence be added to the Old Joe's Creek Reserve.
He's very well aware of the environmental values and the habitat values that this block provides.
It's important because there's so little of it in Knox. Only about 4% of Knox is remnant bush, and so that pattern's repeated throughout Victoria.
He's really fulfilling a part and really adding to the environment in this area particularly.